Page 46, he's got the whole world in his hands. More practice and syncopations, counting, rhythm, all the wonderful stuff. Before I get to the rhythms, I want to point out a couple minor things. Take a look over on page 47 in the second line. You see the endings? You have the first ending has a 1, 2, and the second ending has a 3. That's important, because it's telling you on the first ending you're going to do it twice. So in effect, that first ending is the first and second ending. Then the other ending with the 3, that is the third ending, that you do that the third time through, and then go on. Take a look at, on page 46, the third line down in the first measure in the left hand. You have those F chords. When you get to the half note, you have an F sharp in there. I don't want to go into it any more than that. It's a diminished chord. We'll talk about it later. Just be aware of it. The fingering of it. Fingering's fine. You sort of need that fingering because of what's coming. So you're there. Just be aware. It happens elsewhere too. You'll see it. Now, this rhythm. Again, you got to just go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Common times, 4, 4, right? The phrases, you'll see them in multiple places, but let's just go over these briefly. Right at the beginning, you got 3 eighth note pickup. That's 1.5 count pickup. So it's like it's the end of 3 and a beat 4. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's what it is. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2. Now in the first full measure, it's a half note and then a dotted rhythm again. 1 and 2 and 3 and. The short notes first. And the next measure, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then that measure right there where we are, the last measure, the first line, you can take out the tie temporarily and it's not quite so bad. 1 and 2 and 3. And then when you can get that all right, you put the tie back in. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that type thing. So you got to go through this real slow and figure out the rhythms just real slowly and just gradually speed it up. What most people will do is forget that. They just go listen to somebody play the thing and then copy it. And I hope that you're not taking that route. I really do. It's important that you learn to figure out these rhythms yourself. And that's really all we have to say here. This is in the key of F major. We have B flats, and we have accidentals. You have the F sharp in there and other things going on, so that's fine. We'll deal with that. So let's try it together. We are going to do all of the endings, all 3 endings. I'm going to give us 2.5 counts. So because you come in on the end of 3, so it would be like 3.5 counts. Is that it? 1 and 2 and go. Like that. So be ready. Go ahead and put your hands where they go. 1 and 2 and go. Ding!